Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. Hey everyone, Terrence here. I'm sitting here with my friend. What's your name?
Bruce Pearson.
What do they call you?
Smiley.
Smiley?
Yeah.
Why do they call you Smiley?
They say I smile all the time.
Well, where does that come from?
That's a gift from God.
What do you mean?
Hey, he gave me this smile. My mom's have a bone smiling.
For real?
So the doctor said I ain't got to spank him. Just look at the smile on his face.
You've been smiling ever since?
Yes,
How
sir.
many years?
60 years.
You 60?
Yes, sir.
60 years old?
Uh-huh.
You don't even look 60, man.
A lot of people tell me that.
Maybe it's the smile. Maybe it's the smile.
It might be.
Yeah. You know, I was happy to see you this morning. I actually came out here hoping that I would run back into you. Right now we're downtown in the West End area, city of Atlanta, and we're close to an expressway.
Yeah.
And normally you're on the side of the road and you're holding this sign which says, "Hungry, please help." Now, did you create this sign?
No.
You found it?
A friend.
So what do the words "hungry, please help" mean to you?
To me, it helped me to get something to eat, by being homeless.
Yeah.
And helped to get some hygiene items, money left.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I survive.
How many days have you ever gone without eating?
3.
You've gone 3 days
Yeah.
without eating.
Yeah.
When you're out here in the morning, what's the first thing you do in the morning to kind of get yourself in a position where you maybe are going out to ask for food?
Well, first thing I do is give him all the praise and honor.
Give who all the praise?
God. Because without him, it wouldn't be possible.
Like, the first thing you do in the morning is you thank God for being alive.
That's right. He allowed me to see another day that he had made.
Wow. That's powerful. What's the next thing you do?
And then I, start thinking about how I want my day to be,
And when you say thinking about how your day is going to be, because some people wake up, they're so bombarded with their schedules or their calendars, or they're worried about feeding the children or taking kids to school or the work week and all that stuff. And you tell me the first thing you do in the morning is wake up, thank God, and think about how you want your day to go.
Yes. Ask him to let me have a blessed, peaceful day. Because it can be hell out here.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but do you do drugs?
Yes.
Alcohol?
Yes.
Why?
Sometimes it relaxes me.
It helps you deal with the stress?
Yes. They do.
Have you ever tried to stop?
I stop on, a lot of times I would stop, but I start back for some reason.
Yeah. Do you ever think about how life would be if you had not done drugs or you didn't do drugs?
Yes.
And what do you think?
Matter of fact, I knew it would be better.
In what way?
I had a family,
Oh, you had a family?
Yes.
You were married?
Yes.
How many years?
12.
You were married 12 years.
We dated 2 years before that.
Oh, yeah?
2 kids.
You got kids and you were married. How old are your kids?
My youngest one, I lost her. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, and the other, she's 41.
41. Wow.
3 grandkids.
Smiley, you could be my dad. I'm like almost the same age as your oldest.
Yeah.
And what happened after you were married? How did it end?
It was peaceful. We still good friends,
Okay.
We get along very well.
What did you love about your family?
I love that my wife, she didn't drink, she didn't do no drugs. Only thing she liked to do was taking care of her family and working.
That's the only thing she liked?
That's what she liked.
Do you miss that?
Yes, of course I do. But she have remarried now though.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
you do miss your family?
Yes, I do.
If you could go back and have your family all over again, what would you do differently?
Not sell drugs. That's what caused me to lose my wife. I went to the hotel to serve a customer, and her best friend was coming out the room with a guy, and she went saying that, I'm finna call Step, tell Step you coming out the hotel room, you been out here with another lady. I'm like, mind your business, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my wife wouldn't let that go. Kept nagging for 2 years about that.
Yeah.
I just got tired of it, you know, and I told her, you want a divorce, go file for it. You know?
Yeah.
So she chose to.
So you had a family.
I had a 3-bedroom house, 2.5 baths.
Yeah.
Small pool in the backyard.
Did you cook?
Yes.
You cooked in the house? What was your favorite meal?
I love to cook macaroni and cheese, collard greens with some fried chicken.
You can't cook.
Ooh, Mama taught us how to cook.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
You say you're a man of faith. Did you ever like pray or, you know, try to work through it or try to repair it? Or
Yes.
what happened?
I did. And, you know, it just got to the point where I said, just let it go. It made my mind just let it go,
Yeah.
you know.
Man, you know what I noticed about you? Despite you saying that you made some wrong choices and despite you having a lot of loss, you still have a joyful spirit about yourself, man.
Oh yeah, you got to. You got to enjoy life while you can, because we never know when that day coming.
Where does that come from, though? Like,
You know, when I was younger, I was into the church, dedicated to the church. At the age of 14, they made me a junior deacon in the church
you was a junior deacon.
with responsibilities.
Yeah.
That's how dedicated I was, you know. And, you know, I've been thinking about that, and, you know, I've been thinking about going back to the church, because I really missed it, you know.
It sounded like you missed the feeling you had when you were in church.
I do.
What feeling was that?
Praising Him. Just praising, you know. Ain't nothing like praising Him, you know. I'm a positive person. I'm gonna talk positive. I'm gonna think positive. I ain't got time for no negative,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I feel that from you. Like, even just sitting here with you, I can tell like you're really positive. And you said that you learned some of those things in church growing up.
Yeah.
Who taught you? Who was in the church?
My pastor, the late Bishop Harry Davis, he taught us, be thankful, even for the little things.
And you can remember that as early as 14 years old. Have you always carried that kind of, I guess, life lesson that your pastor taught you?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. What does a hard day look like standing on a corner holding the sign? Are people ever mean to you?
Yes. Cuss you out. They'll cuss you out. A person that spit on me.
You had a person spit on you
Yes.
just for holding this sign.
Yes. A Caucasian guy, his wife, I was up top one night, on Saturday night, and he said that the nigga want a beer. And I looked, and some said, don't say nothing. He said, nigga, you want a beer?
He said that to you.
Yes. And I just went to frowning up. But my spirit kept telling me, keep smiling. Don't let it bother you, keep smiling at it. And I kept smiling. He said, nigga, get you a beer. And hand me $20. I took the $20, got my bag, and I left. And I just stopped and looked up and told him thank you.
People are that disrespectful.
Yes.
How does that make you feel though, man? You know, I know that's gotta be hard.
It was very hard, but you know, it hadn't changed my spirit. I'm not prejudiced, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because we didn't choose the life that we got. We didn't choose the color that we have,
Yeah.
you know.
What-
I just prayed for him.
That's good. What is one of the nicest things a person has ever done for you out here?
2 years ago, New Year was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I was on this corner right here.
Yeah.
A young college student called me to the car, gave me two $50 bills.
A young college student.
Yes. That following Sunday, I was on that same corner. College student called me to the car, gave me three $100 bills.
What did that do for you?
It enabled me to get some stuff I need, like I needed some tennis shoes, some clothes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it really helped me a lot.
Were you able to like get food?
Yes, food too. That's why they say here on time God.
You say he on time God.
Yeah, because without him it wouldn't have been possible.
You know, you got me thinking about, you know, just the importance of being respectful to people who maybe on the other side of the sun, because you never know what people are going through or have journeyed through.
Right.
Yeah. You ever thought about getting off the streets?
Yes, yes.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Let me ask you, what do you need today? Like right now?
Today, I gotta give me somewhere to live, cause I don't like sleeping out here on the streets. Cause too many people don't like me. Cause me, I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of people do that. That's not me.
Yeah.
Out of all these men who be up here, don't know nothing like me. You know, cause I'm a respectful person. I respect them women up there. Like I tell them, regardless of what them women do, I still respect them. I still treat them as a lady.
You respect women?
Yes, regardless of what they do.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Who taught you that?
My parents.
Your parents taught you to respect women?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Regardless.
You said that you were trying to get food today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else are you trying to get?
I gotta give some hygiene stuff, cause I'm real low on my hygiene project.
Like what type of hygiene products you need?
Toothpaste and deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
Them two right there.
What else?
That's it. That's it.
That's all you want?
That's what I need. That's what I got
in this moment.
At this moment.
So if you were on the corner and you'll probably be asking for some dollars today, what would you use those dollars for?
That deodorant, that toothpaste, and something to eat.
Deodorant, toothpaste, something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite food?
Macaroni, cheese, collard greens, fried chicken.
I know that's right. That'll put you to sleep, won't it?
I can eat a whole pan of macaroni cheese.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I love it.
Man, everything you name today, I'm gonna get it for you.
Well, thank you.
No, I'm serious.
Thank you, then.
And you're gonna keep smiling.
Keep smiling. Been doing it for 60 years.
Well, let me ask you this. You're probably gonna be on my podcast. It's called the Imagine Dignity Podcast. One of the reasons I'm doing this is, just to give people who may be unhoused a chance to tell their stories in a way where people can see them for who they really are.
Right.
Because sometimes, people are very disrespectful, like you mentioned in the story earlier, towards the unhoused population. And I think we need to change that, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah. Why is it important for people to think and just reflect?
Because you never know. In a blink of an eye, anybody can be homeless.
Yeah. Did you ever imagine you would be unhoused?
No.
Let me ask you in closing, if you had anything to say about homelessness that you would want people to know, what would that be?
Take time and think. One day you might be in that same position.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want people to treat you like that.
Smiley, your smile is infectious, man. I just think that despite the things that you struggled through, man, you still have just a lot of joy, and I really appreciate you taking time to talk to me today. And I just want you to know, man, we are going to do what we can to make sure you get housing.
It makes me feel good.
Why is that?
Seems like a weight been lifted off my shoulder.
Well, that's what we want. And we want you to know that you're seen and that there are people who really care. Yeah. I just got finished with my 6th interview for the Imagine Dignity podcast, and I got a chance to interview this amazing person by the name of Smiley. That's his nickname. He told me to call him Smiley. One of the things that struck me the most about our conversation is how mean people can actually be. And when you think about this meanness that is displayed towards those who are unhoused, it becomes even to the point where it can be very derogatory and violent. He shared this story with me that really broke my heart. He said that someone actually spit on him while he was out trying to get money to find shelter, to find food, to get hygiene products, to get the things that he needs to survive. I just believe we need to do away with the meanness that is displayed towards those who are unhoused, not just in this city, but in every single city where populations of those who are unhoused is growing in tremendous numbers. Statistics show that since COVID, there has been an increase in those who are experiencing homelessness. And in many cases, those are new homelessness cases. They're not, people who have been homeless before. We're starting to see an influx of people who've never been unhoused a day in their lives. And, when we think about this growing number and, people who have been unhoused for years, we have to really think about solutions, solving this problem, but also having empathy, an empathetic lens as it relates to those who are unhoused. I've said this time and time again in talks and lectures that I've done across this country, that just because a person doesn't have an address does not mean that they're not our neighbor. Just because a person is holding a sign or needs to, ask for help to get money or borrow a sign from a friend so they can get food doesn't mean that they're not human and that they haven't struggled and suffered and gone through traumatic things. One of the things also that stood out about my interview with Smiley was the fact that he was really honest. He talked about the loss of his family, the loss of a child, and how that began a journey of, addiction, just trying to find ways to cope. There are many people right now today who are unhoused, who are experiencing poverty, but even those who actually have resources that are suffering with trauma, with grief, with loss. And the only difference sometimes with those who are experiencing poverty or homelessness is that they don't have access to the proper supports or resources to journey with them through the trauma or grief that they may be experiencing. This just goes to show you that sometimes people use addiction or drugs or alcohol to cope with, maybe the inner misery or the inner suffering that they may be experiencing on the inside. Man, I just think so deeply about how we have to humanize people in a way that allows us to be proximate to them and respect them as humans, but also affirm their sense of self-worth. Just because a person has made some choices that may be different from the choices that you've made doesn't mean that they're less than. And I think it's time for us to just embody what it means to have empathy and love our neighbor as ourselves, even if they may be living on the streets.